All right, here's the scenario. Redoing a bathroom and decided to change out the vanity. Have a plumbing problem down below that we need to resolve. And this applies not only to bathrooms, but anywhere, anytime you're replacing a sink. And I'll show you why. Because this house was fitted with a rigid Ptrap. And it was piped exactly where the old vanity was. So now you can see this drain does not line up to the old one. And if you try to muscle it in place, you're going to wind up causing leaks because this is not going to be straight. So I'm going to show you what to do in this situation, and it's a really easy fix and anybody can do it. Now, you may have seen this kind of a flexible drain adapter in your home center. Do not buy those. They are not code, and you will have problems. They will clog. It'll be a nightmare. That's not the right way to do it. I'm going to show you the right way. So what you need are these parts. Coming out of the wall, you need something that's going to be adaptable, right? So that you can put this drain can slide in and out. So that gives you lateral movement, right? This can slide into the wall as much as needed. And if it's too long, you can actually cut it off and whatever. And if you ever need to replace the sink in the future, no problem. You just rip this all out. You can replace the Ptrap. It's pretty inexpensive. And this is the Ptrap here, actually. And I also have an extension here because there's never going to be a situation where your sink is low enough to actually go right into this trap. So you always need an extension too. So just pick it up. If you wind up not using it, great, take it back. But most likely this is what you need. And the only other thing we need is PVC cement for this joint right here. Now we are going to cut into the drain pipe coming out of the wall. All right, we have to cut behind this fitting right here. And we want to leave this as long as possible and just cut this piece off and everything else will come away. Now I'm using a hacksaw here to cut this because that's probably the easiest. It is going to take some time though. And I guess you could use, if you got some kind of a Sawzall, reciprocating saw, something like that. It'll make a lot of dust though. So I'm just going to use a hacksaw. I think that's the easiest way to go about it. And you just got to be careful not to hit the pipes. Actually, what I could do is take this off first. Alright, now you can see this is taken off, and that's the old pipe inside. It is glued, so there's no way to get it out. You have to cut it. And if you get to a point where you're cutting back and there's not enough room, well, you've got no alternative than to open the wall and replace it or extend it or do something. Call a plumber. Now this is jagged here. You can't glue onto the jagged part, so you got to use some kind of sandpaper. Whatever you got, just get rid of the burrs. I like to get rid of the burrs on the inside too because it can restrict the flow of water. And now just to test fit, that's going to go on like that. This is real easy to do. Now the first thing you need is the cleaner. This is a purple primer. It's primer cleaner kind of thing. You always use this first, and this just gives it a better surface for the glue to stick to. And you're going to put it on both surfaces. So the new part as well as the existing pipe. Okay, you see it in there. And it's good to have paper towels under your work because this stuff will stain whatever you get it on. Put that one aside. Now we're going to use the PVC glue or cement. And this is all-purpose. It works with different kinds. White PVC, ABS, which is black, different kinds of stuff. Now this stuff doesn't last forever, so if you open this up and for some reason that brush does not come out easily, you can't use it. And the same way, we're going to glue both surfaces. Put it on here and put it inside here. Now we put it together and a little twist. It's in seated good, and then you just hold it. Give it like 15 seconds, and then you should be good. All right, here you can see it is done. That's all we need. That adapts the Ptrap to the house plumbing. Now the rest of it is really easy. Now these kits come with 2 size gaskets. Now what's the difference? Well, this is 1.5 inches and this one is 1.25 inches. The 1.25 inches is typical what you're going to find coming from your sink. And so that's what goes there. And you want it so the tapered side goes down. But before you put that on, you got to put this above it. Otherwise, there's no point. That's that way. Then you've got the extension. And odds are you're going to wind up cutting the extension. And that's fine. But I'm just going to put it on here finger tight for now. Alrighty. Now this part of the Ptrap is what slides into the wall. And you can see this one can go in pretty darn far. So I don't think I need to cut that at all. But what I do need is a nut here. And again, there's going to be a little washer right here too. So you want to put a nut on here and then the washer. Or gasket, whatever you want to call it. Now, I don't know exactly how far that's going to go in. We'll find that out soon. Now this piece, oh, see, I always forget things. Okay, this piece is going to fit against here, but it needs another nut coming in the other direction. So that's why I only do these things hand tight. So I need one nut going down here, and then this piece goes on. Another nut, and this gasket. And then that can go in here. Now this piece right here also needs another one of these gaskets. These are the things that stop it from leaking. And now that sits right against the bottom of the Ptrap. Now the Ptrap is intended to hold water, and I mean hold water. In other words, water sits down in here and it prevents sewer gases from coming back up. So that's the purpose of the Ptrap. And the reason why you want to do it like this, I'm going to show you the magic here, is because look at this. I can push it into the wall, out of the wall as far as I need, and I can turn this wherever I need. So this will work for any drain, no matter where it lands here. So now what I need to do is say, okay, I need a pencil. Now we're just going to mark this extension right about here to say, all right, that's how low it has to go. And then we're going to cut that. I think right around here should be fine.
What?
I am recording now. Thank you.
Jesus.
That was Joe, not me. I don't yawn on the job. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Ptrap off again. So I can make sure that I have this in the right place. And just like before, this needs the piece coming down needs a nut and gasket. And if you forget these, it's guaranteed to leak. And if you use them the right way, you shouldn't need any kind of plumber's putty or any kind of sealant. It should work just the way it's intended. The other trick here is that you should only go hand tight. If it's got little fins like this, these are not meant for any kind of pliers. So if it's leaking, you did something wrong. And this is the last one that has to go on. And you can see, I don't want to push that in. I'm going to actually slide the gasket a little bit
so that I'm not putting too much strain on all these other fittings. And then this just fits in again, hand tight. That should be good.
I'll push them in, pull or push, I don't know one.
Pull to close, yeah, you push. I hate these things.
I know. Now it's on.
All right. We got water. And we got a leak. Where is it leaking? Oh, it's leaking from up there. That's not me. Okay, now it's tight. Both of them are tight. Okay. And this looks good too. Oh, look at that. I didn't tighten this. Okay, now that's tight. And this is cool. You can actually see. You can see the water going through it. And you can also see why you needed the extension, because the tube that came with the sink only comes to here. So, and the Ptrap is far below it. So definitely needed the extension. And one other test I want to do, I always do this too. With the pop-up installed, I'm filling up the sink to do two things. Number one, I want to test this overflow. And number two, I'm going to open the pop-up and let the water rush down the drain, and we'll make sure that it's not leaking. Okay, there you can see the water is high enough and it is going into the overflow, which prevents the sink from spilling over. And again, no leaks going through the overflow. So now, the moment of truth, I'm going to let the water run hard. The gurgling's a little normal. It's coming out of the overflow. There you go. Completely solved. So the next time you go to change a sink in your house, whether it be in a bathroom or the kitchen or anywhere else, and it doesn't line up with your existing plumbing, you know what to do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.